All right, I'm assuming that I'm live now. So, hello everybody. After Saturday night, NAMM 2020, Richard Nickel from Pittsburgh Modular Synthesizers here to entertain you with thoughts about the day. I guess I don't know. It was a fun day. Unfortunately, there are no guests. Perry has fucked off with some friends of his that he doesn't get to see very often, so more power to him. And like I mentioned last night, Tom from Verbose has COVID, so he's also not joining us this evening, which is a real bummer. But it is what it is. Sorry for the noise here. To move the microphone. Okay, there we go. So anyway, today was a crazy day. It's Saturday at NAMM. It certainly did not disappoint. We had a lot happen. The first thing, the most important thing, I think, is that actually this happened last night, but we didn't get to test it until this morning. We had the first production unit. Hello, Max. Yeah, so the first production unit of the East Beast, we had next day aired from the distribution center to us here in Anaheim so that we could test it. And now this was it was like a random sampling. It wasn't actually number one, it was serial number 861, actually, out of 2000. So it was sort of in the middle of the pack, but I'm going to call it number one because 861 is now mine. I don't know if Create Audio know that yet, but I've decided it's mine and I'm going to keep it, and it's mine. I've decided 861 is the new number one, and it is my new favorite synthesizer. So anyway, we had this morning and a little stressed out because we're like, oh, what if it's weird? What if it's broken? Because it's the first big instrument, the first instrument that we've done through working with Create. And you're like, this whole hands-off thing is a little new to us. So we took it in, turned it on, fired it up, and it looked better than anything. It looked better than the prototypes. It sounded as identical to the prototypes, and it was fucking perfect. Oh my God. The Create team fucking nailed it. So I was so happy and so relieved and so excited. Like the rest of the day could have been anything. Hello, Yotis. Thank you for tuning in, by the way. Thank you very much. So I'm living on this sort of high of, oh my God, this thing we did that we spent 2.5 years sort of learning how to do. It fucking worked. And it sounds so good. And I can't describe the satisfaction that I had today. Turning that thing on at like 8 in the morning on the NAMM show floor when there's nobody in there and it's quiet, and we fucking cranked it because we've got these giant speakers in our booth today, which is another story that I'll tell afterwards. But anyway, we had these crazy speakers in a booth, and I just turned it up. There was nobody there, and it was awesome. It sounds so good. I'm so proud of that machine, and I'm so proud of the Pittsburgh team that worked on it, Michael and Perry and Ross, and I'm so proud of the Create team. It just makes me smile. So that one will now that I've okayed it and cleared it, that will ship to dealers on Monday, and hopefully, if anybody ordered an East Beast, towards the end of next week, they will start shipping to customers, which is fucking awesome. And then the West Pest is imminent. It should just be a couple weeks. It was a little bit behind. The world was kind of crazy, but a little bit behind. It was also cool. The East Beast, and I've been buzzing about this all day. So the East Beast is the first instrument that we've done with proper packaging. Like the box is cool looking. I think Perry I think maybe he did an unboxing or he did something for Instagram. I don't know. I was busy today, but like the box is cool looking. The graphics are cool. It has proper inserts so the thing is safe if you ship it. Um, oh, it makes me smile. It's like everything we've been working for the last 2.5 years. I'm starting to see the first glimmers of it. And it literally is just the first glimmers, but it's sort of this wonderful proof of concept with this beautiful instrument that, okay, when we do the Pittsburgh stuff, when we do the next Create stuff, it's just going to be that much better. Hello, Jeff. Hello. Lonnie, hello. Thank you guys for hanging out with me here for a bit as I decompress from Saturday night at NAMM, because it was quite a day. So that was the first thing. That's how we started our morning. Well, actually, we started our morning at breakfast, which at Stovall's Inn here is included with your room, which is nice. I had scrambled eggs and plain potatoes, as they call them on the menu, which is pretty appetizing, but they're good. And sausage. And of course, a Red Bull and orange juice, because I don't drink coffee. But anyway, that's not important. Yeah, so that was the start of the day, was this wonderful news that just took my stress level dropped like, I don't know, 89% when we turned that thing on and I listened to it and we tested all the features and it was rock solid. I was just so pleased. Yeah, and that's why I keep going on and on about it. And the next thing was I had a couple wonderful conversations today. I had a wonderful conversation with Giannis from Dreadbox, which...
Hello.
Hello, Paul.
Hi.
Paul's an interesting gentleman. In the fridge, Paul, you could find a beverage. So I had a wonderful conversation today, anyway, with Giannis from Dreadbox, I've met before in passing, and I've had, kind words with here and there, but they're always real quick, like, hey, I'm doing this, but, great stuff, and yeah, we have to talk. Today we finally talked, and we talked for a long time, and I gotta say, the guy he's such a sweetheart. I wish nothing but the best for Dreadbox and everything that they do. Their stuff sounds great. He's such a smart guy, and he's such a passionate guy. And I hope someday that we'll get to collaborate together, because he's inspiring to talk to, because he wants synthesis to win, and I couldn't agree more. So if you haven't tried the Dreadbox stuff, or if you haven't heard it, please go try it out. He's a good guy, and he's doing good stuff. Yeah, Yotis. See, yeah, they absolutely make great stuff, and I've known they've made great stuff for years, but I've never talked to them, and I've always wanted to. So today I finally got time, and I pulled him aside, and we had a wonderful conversation. And actually, we had a great conversation. It was about a half hour long. And I walked away thinking, wow, this is awesome, man. He's so kind to me and so good with his time. And then about 20 minutes later, he ran up to me and he's like, oh, I forgot. Here's this extra bit of thing that we got to talk about. Let's talk about this. And we had another 10-minute conversation. Oh, it was fucking great. Super, super good, dude. Yeah, so that was the second great thing of today. And this is all sort of sprinkled in, of course, with because Saturday's sort of the big day at NAMM, so there's a ton of people all the time. And you're kind of given the same demo, and I've gone over this before. You give the same demo over and over, and you kind of answer the same questions over and over. But there was the interest in the East Piece and the West Pest was really positive, and the way people have reacted to how it sounds, how they just love the sound. And I talked to a few people today where they're like, I watched the videos and I watched the couple demos that are available now, because there's not much, and I agree. But they said, now I've seen it in real life, and it's like it's in 3D. It looks so much better in person. And then maybe that comes down to my poor cinematography skills as far as filming and all that. But it warmed my heart for someone to walk by and be like, no, this thing looks fantastic. Because I know there's been a lot of debate on the internet, like, I like the graphics, I don't like the graphics, I like this, I don't like that. And of course, that's what the internet's for. And, we're not going to win the internet. But it was nice to hear some people have not just, because NAMM is full of, oh, hey, man, everything you're doing is great, this is great, that's great. We call that the NAMM bubble. Like, everything is positive and happy in the NAMM bubble. But when someone comes up to you, oh, thanks. Well, you have a very sound and art. I'm going to go with sound and art. Thank you very much. But when someone comes up to you and has really specific reasons why they like something, that's a different kind of compliment, because it's not just sort of a throwaway compliment. Like, they've thought about it. And so it means a lot more when you hear it. And you can take it to heart a little bit more. So I had so many people come up to me today for that, and they're like, I like this and I like that. And it just all day long just warms my heart. That made me smile. And you can tell I'm in a good mood, because it was a really nice day. And then the third wonderful thing was I had an amazing dinner tonight again with Paul, who just walked in and now is laying on my bed, probably falling asleep. And my friend Dave, who when I lived in Cleveland many lifetimes ago, was my sort of partner in crime. So we had a great meal hanging out tonight, and Dave will be by later. He's not going to be on camera because he had to go out to a second dinner because this is NAMM and it's all about schmoozing. But when he's done with that, he's going to come by and we're going to hang out again this evening. And we just had a wonderful conversation because these are people that I get to see so little of, and I wish I could see more of. Because they're so important for what I do, and they're so important for keeping my morale up and keeping the morale up of the entire Create Audio team that Pittsburgh Modular is so tied into at this point, that it was an absolutely wonderful meal. It was so good that I sent my business partner a text message as I was on the way home, and I was like, I fucking love Paul, because it was cool. It's great. So anyway, that was Saturday. It was a little chaotic, as any NAMM show day goes. I missed having Tom at the show. I really hope the Verbose guys are feeling okay. We've been masking in the booth just because my wife asked me if I would, and of course I would. But I don't want to get sick. But it's been so much fun, and everyone's been so kind. So anyway, that is Saturday. That's a short run through of what happened. Maybe not the most exciting thing, because it's just me. Perry's out having fun, and Dave's not here. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow at the end of Sunday, which is the last day. I suspect maybe we'll be a little run down because the body is starting to fail a little bit. My legs are really exhausted. I'm starting. We were saying earlier, I started doing the Monty Python Ministry of Silly Walks about once an hour, once every 2 hours, because you have to. Hi, Danielle. You have to. I got to move my legs in ways that are slightly awkward every now and then, just because you stand on that carpet, which is directly on cement after a while, and it sort of beats you down. But anyway, thank you guys for hanging out with me and for catching up on the day. I will be back tomorrow. Perry will be back tomorrow, and we'll do it again. And if you guys have any questions, save them for tomorrow, and we'll hang out a bit longer, and it'll be fun. So I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you very much. Bye, guys.